Hi, Greg. It's Elda Wild. Thank you
Elda,
so much for bringing me on.
welcome.
Hi, Edwin. I'm such a big fan. I'm totally fangirling right now. Thank you so much for putting out such awesome music. I've been obsessed with your music for so long. So thank you for being you, first of all.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. My question is super simple, but it's my favorite thing to ask anybody who I look up to. So I'm just curious what your best piece of advice is for an aspiring singer-songwriter, or like the most important thing you think is to keep in mind during that process.
So, I teach a songwriting class here in Greenville, or I used to before COVID. Maya Sharp and I do a class where we work with 25 songwriters, and we spend time working out with different exercises and help sort of they bring in their songs and we refine them and we talk about economy of language and all that stuff. But I think at the beginning of each class, I always stress the importance of being honest and emotional in what you do, and to challenge yourself to approach uh, topics that feel uncomfortable or that you're unsure of, um, because those are the to me those are the two sort of non-negotiable components of songwriting. I always want to hear people's understanding of their what they've gone through. Like, I always appreciate that part of songwriting. Um, and then the other thing I always sort of stress is to always rewrite. Like you write the first version of your song and then you try to beat it. And if you end up coming back to your original ideas, then good, that's fine. But it's really important that you sort of stress test it and try your best uh, to find a better version of what you've written, because ideas are like they're a resource, and you need to use them to their highest ability, because it's disrespectful to other writers that would have, you know like half-baked ideas are sort of a waste when there's another writer that would have taken this to its best and highest conclusion. And Maya taught me that, when we first started writing together, and her father, Randy Sharp, taught her that, and she passed that along to me, and I had never thought of songwriting in that way. And and it's a foundational principle to what I do. So um it's really, focus on the rewrite and be honest and emotional. So that was a long-winded answer.
No, Edwin, that was an amazing answer. And it's really refreshing, actually, because those are two things that are super important to me. I just wrote an album, and they were the most honest songs I've ever written. And like you said, they made me uncomfortable a lot of the times. And I
Yeah.
always am rewriting and trying to come up with a better way to say something. And I kind of rank all my lyrics, like what I could improve on, the ones that like I love. And then I'm constantly thinking all day about what I can rewrite. So that was super refreshing to hear that. That your biggest pieces of advice are something that I'm already keeping in mind. So I'm super inspired right now. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.